So welcome you guys to Art 244. This is me, James. Oh, I don't have my lovely photo light on to light me, so I'm not pretty because it's all about the lighting. It's all about the lighting and the framing and the presentation here so that you guys can see me. So I like to be framed for good presentation. So anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. So I just gated up a whole bunch of stuff. And so we've got 23 patterns ready to go, ready to dip. And I did not get the special sauce, the ceramic shell slurry, mixed up this evening. So I'm going to mix that up tomorrow morning and start dipping tomorrow. So for Thursday and Friday, I should be able to get about 6 coats on. And over the weekend, we'll finish out the last 3 coats of dipping. And by Monday, I think I'm going to be able to cast bronze with and for you guys, which is really exciting and interesting. So I have one thing to share with you guys on the screen share. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that real quick. It's this photo right here. So I got to minimize you guys to get you out of this. So anyway, I don't know if you guys can see this screen or not, but these are all the gated up pieces. You know, I got a pig and I got a cow back here and I got a butterfly right here, and then everything else, flowers and sea turtles and whatnot. I've got the 2 little pieces over here in the lower right hand corner that I think the person did not want me to gate, or that they did not want to pay for or something. So right now they are not gated up. If you belong to these 2 pieces, because I can't remember whose they are, please tell me if you do want them cast in bronze, and I can go ahead and gate them up and push them through the process. But right now, this rose and this surfboard are not gated up for the bronze casting process. So I'm coming back to you guys. Anybody want to unmute your mics and tell me anything? If you made the surfboard and the rose, could you please tell me that whether you want them cast or not? Because you can change your mind and I can cast them if you want. Amanda.
I did.
Is that Halen or is that Amanda? Or
did you hear that? They're mine. I don't want them gated.
You don't want them gated. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. I tried to send out some kind of a message today saying that if you did not get a picture of your thing taken so that you have a digital picture to upload, I could take a quick picture of it and send it to you. So please hit me with an email or something, because if 5 people right now tell me that they haven't got a picture of their thing, I'd have to write it all down. I have to write down your names and the pieces, and then, but I can go and photograph those things and then shoot you the picture in email, and then you can download it and upload it into coursework. I can't put it into coursework for you. It doesn't work that way. So only you can upload stuff for an assignment in coursework. So anybody who needs a photograph of your wax piece, it's okay if it's gated up, you know, but right now is the time for me to take it before I start dipping patterns tomorrow, because then they become unrecognizable when they get coated with this stuff. So please let me know if anybody here, with anybody within the sound of my voice, needs a photograph of your piece to upload into coursework. It's worth 100 points for you. It's half of our grade basically, because it's the sculpture assignment. All right, we're good. So who said that? McKenna?
Yes.
What did you say?
You sent me a picture of my pig.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if you added something, and if you did, I want to see it.
Did I add something to your pig?
Yeah, did you do something to the eyes?
I did something. I did something. I did a little, I couldn't help myself. I could not help myself. What?
Can I see it?
You want to see it?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Everybody else, you have to wait a minute because I have to run out into the other room and get the pig so McKenna can
Oh.
see her thing.
Did you also show whoever giraffe that was, what you added to their giraffe?
Oh, you're
Yeah,
killing me
Halen's
now. I'll bring
here.
the giraffe too. All right. Aurora, I got a certain sense of disapproval in your voice when you were talking about the giraffe that I had the audacity to change somebody's piece without their
Well,
participation.
Halen's here, so she can see it now.
Oh, personally, adding a little hint of something is fine for me. But when you add a whole thing, it's like, is that what the artist wanted?
No, it wasn't what the artist wanted. So we'll talk about that in a minute. First of all, I have the pig. So the pig was really huge, and I had to cut about 1/2 inch out of the middle of the belly of the pig. So I tried to reduce the pig in size to try to save you a little bit of money. And then I did I like put a backbone on it to try to give you just a little bit more of a sense of spine and stuff. But mostly it's the face. It has facial features. It has
Oh,
a
yeah.
nose, a snout, and eyes. And I hope you don't mind. I just could not stop myself once I got started with this thing. It still has the inimitable tail that you put on there.
No,
And so
I
I'm
love
hoping
it.
that it's it'll cost you about $5 less than it was going to cost you, just because I took out about 5 pounds of bronze out of the middle of it and tried to get the body of the pig to agree more with the size of the head in terms of proportions. So McKenna, are you still talking to me?
Yes, I'm here.
Is it okay? Are you going to be
Yes.
okay? I did not put glasses on the pig. Those
No,
are
I
just
like it.
eyelids.
I just wanted to see him better.
And it's like their nostrils and eyelids. It's very pretty,
No, he's
but
cute.
it also doesn't show up very well. And then I forgot who did the giraffe because this came in a long time ago. So is anybody here claiming the giraffe? Because when you left it with me, you weren't even sure that you really wanted to cast it, and it was huge. It was really big. So I spent some time with it trying to refine the forms of the giraffe, the legs and the neck, to try to get it a lot skinnier. And also I refined the head and the face on the giraffe quite a bit to try to get it to be more giraffe-y. Who's that? Whose is this? Is that Halen's? Akela? No, nobody's talking to me anymore. I can't remember whose giraffe this is. I thought it was a really nice, giraffe with a lot of effort in it. And I thought the person was just going to abandon it because it was too big and it was going to cost too much. So Amanda, Halen, you're back on again.
No, the draft. Yeah, the draft is mine. I can't see you. Oh, now I can. Wow, that looks great.
Well, I
I'm
did
gonna
stuff.
keep it now.
I did stuff to the face and the ears and the eyes to try to make it more giraffe-like. But what is being objected to by some of the other artists in the room is the fact that I put a necktie on the giraffe, so that there's a tail over on this side and a necktie over on this side, and they kind of both, do kind of funny flary out things at the same
I
point
think it's
on opposite sides. Is it okay? Are you gonna freak out? So I didn't know if you wanted to keep
No,
this thing
I love-
cast.
yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so I'm gonna
I
cast
would
it,
love it too.
and then we're gonna weigh it, and then we're gonna see how much it costs, because this is probably gonna be at least a $30 item cast in bronze. So then you'll have to decide whether you want it or not. So since I messed with it in terms of like who would put a necktie on a giraffe, but I thought it was kind of ridiculous. But anyway, this seemed like a really cute giraffe. And so I went with the cute thing. And so those were the two pieces that I messed with. I did not mess with everybody's piece because I don't have time to resculpt everybody's piece. And I wouldn't do that. But you know, I know you guys worked really hard on this, and sometimes we flail. Sometimes we struggle with the things formally, trying to get them resolved and try to get them to look like something. And when you're not here in class with me for 3 hours a night for 5 weeks, I don't get a chance to sit down and kind of sidle up next to you and offer my help and assistance and maybe try to help figure out some of the formal aspects. So I just took it upon myself to try to help, because I'm all about helping. I'm from the government and I'm here to help. So I hope that it is received in the manner which it was intended, because I didn't mean to screw up anybody's pieces, but trying to get you further down the line with your artistic and sculpting experience. So on that happy note, on that rather silly note, this is the stuff that we are casting. So once again, I'm going to put it up on the screen. All of this stuff. I've got, you know, this family. It's either big sister, little sister, or it's mom and little kid. I'm not exactly sure who, but it's a lovely piece. The bird, my sea turtle, all this other stuff. Here's Billy Bass over here, and another butterfly right behind. And there's a tentacle sticking out here because there's an octopus way in the background. And so lots of stuff. Dinosaur, a couple of manta rays right here, all gated up on the same cup and ready to cast. Here's the plug for Aurora's big base. That's all cast up and ready to go. So it's all here. 23 pieces that will be pushed through the process, with casting right now scheduled for Monday night at 6 o'clock. And so I would like to talk about scheduling you guys for Monday night casting. It's probably better that everybody doesn't show up all at 6 o'clock, because there's at least 8 of you. And if everybody who signed up in the class shows up, there will be 16 of you. I'd like to invite the athletes who practice late and don't get home and get dinner until late to come at 7 o'clock for the second pour. If you guys could come at 7 o'clock for the second pour, that would be fine. And anybody who's not an athlete who can come at the start of class at 6 o'clock, you'll see the first pour. And that way I can kind of break this up into 2 groups and demonstrate the pouring process twice. There might even be a third pour. There's a lot of damn sculptures to pour, and I've only got.
What day is this?
This is Monday. This is next Monday. So I'm hoping to get this all done for Monday night's class, so we can pour bronze on Monday night, and then we're going to start grinding and polishing on stuff next Wednesday. So from now on, from this point forward, you're going to want to wear grubby work clothes to come in and do stuff. If you're going to come in and help me dip patterns, Aurora, you're going to want to wear work clothes, grubby work clothes, you know, t-shirt, jeans, whatever. Those of you who are going to come for the bronze casting and then for grinding and polishing on your stuff, you're going to want to wear old sweatshirts, old work shirts, you know, old torn blue jeans. And if you have work boots, please wear leather work boots or hiking boots or something. I'm going to need at least one person to help me cast the bronze on Monday night. And so somebody's going to need to wear some leather boots. You
I have a
can't wear
question with
sandals.
that. How heavy is it?
Oh, it's only about 45 pounds held by 2 people. So you get about
Okay.
21 pounds and I get 21 pounds.
Well, I have like a 50-pound weight limit for the rest of my life, which is why I was asking, but I don't mind helping.
That'd be fantastic. So if you got boots and work stuff, bring them on. This is where the sculpture class turns into a light industrial experience, where we are dealing with loud, nasty power tools and industrial processes like the bronze casting process. You want to bring your phones if you want to video this, because it is kind of cool to see 2000-degree metal. It glows incandescent orange, and we'll be pouring incandescent molten metal into molds, and it's kind of cool. It's fire, and everybody loves fire. So it's your chance to see that. So that's Monday night. The early birds come at 6 o'clock and the athletes come at 7 o'clock after you've had a chance to eat and decompress after your practice. And we'll have at least 2 pours on Monday night. That's all I got for you. I will entertain any questions or comments at this point, and otherwise we're going to quit.
When do we pay for the bronze?
At the end of the process, once you get the thing kind of degated and ground and polished up and kind of finished up, then we can weigh the finished casting on the scale, find out how many pounds it weighs, multiply by 8 because it's $8 a pound, and we'll pay at the end. So once we get the gating system off, by Wednesday, we can start throwing rough castings on a scale so that you get a ballpark figure of how much it's going to be. Some of you have a lot of bronze that you're casting and others have less. So, but we can start getting a ballpark figure for you for your casting bill starting on Wednesday. Any other questions or comments for the good of the order before we call it a night? This is kind of a quickie. This is a quick class meeting, but there's no reason to keep you here. So,
I have a question.
oh, Maddie, yes.
Sorry. So I've emailed you about this a couple of times, but for some reason, my Laker link, I can't ever upload anything or turn anything in, and so I don't really know how to. Because I have the pictures of my wax figure, but I don't know how to
Okay.
give them to you.
It might have closed. The deadline might have closed it, and then I went ahead and reopened the assignment. So try again.
I tried it after you reopened it. I don't know
Okay.
I don't know if it's my computer, but for every assignment, I can't turn anything in. I'm not sure. I've just been
Okay.
emailing my stuff to all my other teachers.
Okay, it could be that you have a hold on your account for some reason, and they're not letting you access my Laker link. So you might have to check with Student First Stop and see if for some reason they put a hold on your account or something, because they might have frozen your my Laker link access too. I don't know why they do things like that, but they do. And let's see, if I write myself a note, I can check with IT tomorrow and see if I'm gonna check on Maddie's check.
Thank you.
Maddie Kaneko. My Laker link. Upload. And this is a problem for all your classes?
Yeah, it is. And I've tried it on a different computer and it doesn't work either.
Okay. I will check with them. There could be a glitch in it for you for some reason. I don't know. Otherwise, you may want to check with, and I will email you back if I can't get anywhere with IT. They will probably be able to tell me if there's a hold on your account or something. So I'll find out tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Oh, okay. All right. You bet. All right. I'm going to talk to you guys next week, and we're going to have a whole bunch of molds that will be burnt out, de-waxed, and ready to pour molten bronze into. And that's when it gets exciting around here. So we'll
I
see
have
you next.
one more question for you.
Yeah.
When the casts still have wax in them and they're getting loaded into the kiln, would you mind if I come watch that process or help you with that process?
That would be wonderful. I would not mind
Awesome.
at all. That's going
Because
to
you're
happen.
using the industrial kiln, right?
No, I use my little tiny raku kiln for ceramics. I take it
That's
outside.
fine. I would still like to see that.
Yeah, that's around 4 o'clock, 4 or 4:30. I start processing the molds at 4 o'clock, and I light the fuse at 4:30. I've got somebody knocking at my door, so hold on, everybody, or goodbye, everybody, if you want to take off. Hey, could you bring me some wax stuff?
No, I can take a picture of my
Oh,
art.
come on in. All right. So, your stuff is right over here. Excuse me, you guys. I'll be right back with you. So here's again. This one, this one. Okay. So if you want to come around here, I'll give you a nice neutral background to photograph it against. And you can take that home and upload it to my leg. That would be fantastic. Thank you for coming and doing that. Yeah, thank you. All right. So I had a student show up to do her, to photograph her piece. That's fantastic. So I can say goodnight. You guys don't have to be here anymore. If you want to take off, that's great. And anybody else who wants to stay and ask me a question, that's cool too. So good night. Thank you. See you on Monday. They're all going away now. They're going away. They're going
Thank
away.
you so much.
You're welcome. Sorry, I don't have my mask on.
It's okay. Have a good night.
Thank you. Fine. All right, you guys. Anybody else have a question or comment for me before I get out of here? Now that all the rest of the people are gone. That might have been Akela who came in behind me there. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm going to say goodnight. So goodbye, and I'll see you next week.